Hey everybody, wish you were here, but you're not, so we're doing it this way. Our Voyages lesson for this week is on prepositions. Now I know we've already worked a little bit on prepositions from last 9 weeks. This 9 weeks, we're really going to drive it home and work extra hard on them. So, specifically today, we're going to be looking at single and multi-word prepositions. Remember what I always say? Don't get hung up on the titles and the names and the categories. We're going to use mostly our common sense and figure this out. What we learned last 9 weeks about prepositions was that if you use that little trick, anywhere you can go. Can you go up? Yeah. Can you go down? Can you go around? So you don't have to worry about memorizing a whole long list of words that are prepositions. Okay, just ask yourself that little test question, with the exception of the word of. You can't go of, but of is a preposition. So that's the only one that you really have to remember. But let's go ahead and take a look at the lesson here. All right? It shows the relationship between the noun, pronoun, and the other words in the sentence. Okay, here's a nice list of a bunch of words that you could take a look at. You could pause the video and look at them. I'm not going to go through them, but just a quick refresher, like behind. Can you go behind? You can walk behind somebody. All right, what about for? Oh yeah, I could go for a little break right about now. Can you go over? Yep, I can go over the river and through the woods. To grandmother's house we go. There's a whole lot of them. You just ask yourself that simple little test question. All right, let's take a look at some examples here of figuring out the problems. All right, because you guys are a little bit more advanced, we got some harder ones for you. Take that as a compliment as well as a challenge. This first sentence up here. According to my mother, my brother is the best artist in the family. All right, so just a little refresher for you. What's the subject of that sentence? Brother. We got a linking verb, is, and that links to my brother is what? Artist. What kind of artist? Best artist. All right. But as we see that's in red, according to my mother, that is your prepositional phrase. The actual preposition on that one is according. Can you go according? That one's kind of tricky. All right, remember, I didn't invent this stuff. I just learned it so I could teach it to you. According, you can go according. It's kind of weird, kind of funny sounding, but it is your preposition in this sentence. Look at this next sentence. My parents sent him instead of me for art lessons. Well, that's probably why he's the best artist, because he got the lessons. All right, my parents sent him instead of me for art lessons. Basic review. What are we talking about? Parents. What did the parents do? Sent. That's your subject and your verb, your action, your predicate. Okay? Instead of me. All right? You can go instead. You can go instead of me. All right? You two are arguing who's going to go to the principal's office. You can go instead of him or her. So that one works. That one passes our little test. Okay, here's some more multi-words. See, we've been using single words so far. Now we're having multi-words. That means more than one. According to, aside from, because of, in regard to. Basically, your single word preposition is in there, to and of. All right, but they're having a little bit of a help, little push with a bigger, fancier word for you. That works. It's kind of tricky at first, but then after you start doing a couple of them, you're going to go, piece of cake. I can do that. Okay, that's it in a nutshell. Okay, so your assignment for today is 7.1 in your Voyages book. Look forward to seeing you again.